Hey Capricorn, it's the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby and I'm here for another reading for the week of November 14th through the 20th. We are coming off of some crazy energy, astrologically speaking, just coming out of the lunar eclipse season, which ended with full moon on election day, which was insane. And there's several states that are still waiting on ballot counts and the calls on some of these races. So there's that energy, and then moving forward, at least in my industry, we have MJ BizCon that's coming up in the cannabis world, cannabis plant medicine, I should say, where it's like meeting of the minds. Some of the greatest people within the cannabis industry from all over the world, really, they come together here in Las Vegas for a massive major conference, and there's a lot of after events and tons of business to be done, so it's always a lot of fun, but it's a lot of energy, lots of energy, the good kind, the really good kind. That said, speaking of business and money and pentacles, because I know that that's what Capricorn is all about, during the pre-shuffle, getting your spread, or getting the cards ready for your spread, I was listening to $1 Million Baby by Ava Max, and some of the lines where she's $1 million baby, she's a miracle, diamonds, she turns to diamonds, she's $1 million baby, no one can explain it, and then ends with mama miracle. So she might be a mom. If you're, if this is like a guy thinking about a girl or whatever, take it as it resonates. So let's get into the read for Capricorn for the collective week of November 14th through the 20th. How are you feeling? If any of you are in the cannabis industry, if you are going to MJ BizCon, drop me a comment in the comments there. Let me know. Maybe we can meet up while you're here. All right, for Capricorn, one more. That felt good. Okay, the energy that is going into this is the Three of Wands, so that's waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like there's already been a lot of energy invested, and you're just waiting for something to happen, and it could be during the culmination of something that happens this week. All right, what do we have for Capricorn, please? Capricorn. Okay, thank you. Nice, that's the Four of Wands. That's stability, house, home, foundation. That was kind of in the past. Could be the present focus. Let's get two more for Capricorn, please. Okay, thank you. So we have the Sun, which is happiness, and then we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is actually kind of like spy-like energy, but it's also about communication and moving forward with communication, watching somebody. When I say communication, it's also technology based, and so you could be watching somebody as it relates to like on social media or writing or publishing, communications world. It may have something to do with that as well, but ultimately it's like happiness, home, foundation, stability. I feel like it's really good energy. And then underneath the deck we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is all about thinking about something, putting yourself in a Hanged Man position. Like it's talking about like putting yourself into the state of mindful thinking, maybe to figure something out, figure out a plan, because you can take yourself out of it too. All right, let's clarify these cards with the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. One more for Capricorn. I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands. Nice. The energy going into this clarification is the World. So it's like a new cycle. Maybe you're thinking about how to create a new cycle, create a new start. All right. The High Priestess is what clarifies the Four of Wands. In the past, you may have wanted or had thought about a foundation with this high priestess, with a high priestess. Maybe this is you as the high priestess, just knowing your stability. The high priestess is the mystic of the tarot deck. So she's like the tarot card reader. She's also the keeper of secrets. She knows a lot of stuff about herself, about people, situations, things. She won't talk about it unless she needs to, or it needs to come out, or, you know, in her defense, that type of thing. But she's got secrets about a house, home, stability. And this is maybe something that you dealt with or know about from the past. Take it as it resonates. It could be anything. So what do we have for the Sun card? Thank you. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so she keeps coming out too. Now together, the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, you're talking about a specific person, a very powerful person. The Queen of Wands is could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or have those placements within her chart. Wands are all about passion. It could be passion, like romantic passion, physical passion, but it also could be like money, business, career, that type of thing. And the Queen, they're also like, wands are also about magic, and the Queen is like the witch. You know, she knows how to use that energy, use that magic, and make herself extremely abundant. Now, when paired with the High Priestess, she knows all, sees all. Like, she's like the divine mystic, a goddess. All right, and this is who you're potentially dealing with. Now, clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Beautiful, the Star. Oh, I get it. Okay, King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you may have this in your chart. This is the decision maker. This Queen of Wands, High Priestess, could be being watched by a Queen of Swords or a King of Swords. And I say that because of the Knight of Swords energy. But I feel like the Star, is like, I keep on hearing that, apple of the eye, center of attention. You want to make somebody a star, or something that you do will make somebody a star. It's this mystic, it's this High Priestess, it's this Queen of Wands energy, witch, if you will. But as it applies to something specific, could be communications, could be whatever it is that you're working. Like, I feel like this is your energy, but you're thinking about how to do this, how to logically make it happen, because the King of Swords is about logic, communications, and swift action. And this could be your energy, you like thinking about how to make all of this happen and bring somebody up into, you know, get them the recognition that they deserve, or you get the recognition that you deserve. This, take it as it resonates. The energy can be flip-flop, reverse. All right, let's clarify with some oracle. Dang it, this keeps happening. I can't get this last card to show. I don't know why. Okay, so this card that kept sticking to the ground, or to the bottom, it's number 45, part of fortune, increase. So there could be an increase in your fortune, or that's what you're working towards. Maybe, this is really weird. I just heard whatever it is that you do to give this person the attention that they deserve, whatever that message was, that's going to be a part of fortune for both of you. All right, let's do this for Capricorn, please. Capricorn. Like, I see celebration, like family. Doesn't have to be. It could be like a business. All right, for Capricorn. Underneath the deck, we have 5th house, creativity, number 29. It could be something creative project. What we're really looking at is this card. Number 51, Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So It's funny. We don't go into Mercury retrograde again until December, I believe. But we just came out of very, very chaotic energy, and we actually still currently have, I think it's 4, but it might be 3 planets that are still currently in retrograde. So there is still some of that chaotic backwards energy. It's just not necessarily as it applies to what Mercury is all about, which is communication, social media, that kind of stuff. I know I personally have been getting like little social and technological glitches recently. It's not Mercury retrograde, but it still feels like it sometimes. All right, this is for Capricorn. I'll read the definition, the meaning of that in just a second. Underneath the deck we have money. So this is all talking about money. We started out talking about $1 Million Baby, and in the pre-shuffle it was like, it's money, money, money. I think you have that on your mind. Finances, power, generosity, and abundance. And I think that money's coming in by helping others. You help yourself, right? Yeah. Okay, top of the deck, responsibility. Number 20, self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. That's nice. I also see, okay, and again, like I said, this is about to be MJ BizCon, and I always use this emoticon and on social media and stuff to represent the cannabis industry, and this card just popped up. And you have a responsibility. We have a responsibility as part of the industry, to uphold it at, its educational and medicinal purposes, and not just make it look like it's, a fun thing to do. There's a responsibility behind it. So I really love that as a card for myself. Okay, so let's read what number 51 means in the Black Moon Astrology. We've got, mishaps are like knives that either serve us or cut us as we grasp by the blade or by the handle. James Russell Lowell. So Mercury isn't a predictable planet going along its normal direct path. But once it goes retrograde, it's akin to trying to drive a car backwards. All things ruled by Mercury suddenly begin to wobble and go off kilter. However, if you're a writer, when Mercury is retrograde, it's the perfect time to revise your writings. Mercury is the counterpart of Hermes, the Greek Olympian god, the sly trickster. He was not only big on pranks, but also false moves. He's the god of transitions, roads, and boundaries. The very name Hermes has to do with speech and implies he is a translator. Mercury, as Hermes, conveys information. When that information comes to us wrongly because of Mercury's unpredictable retrograde motion, nothing seems to go right. So when this card comes up in a reading, back up all of your equipment, your computers, cell phones, numbers, and address books, and anything to do with technology or mechanics. Electrical appliances purchased at this time may end up needing to be returned. How long this period will last, give the matter up to 1 week and ask the same question after that week. You will want to carefully go over any contracts that you sign and check any emails or letters that you send. If you're about to go on a trip, leave early because you must expect unusual delays to occur. And make sure that you have clothing for all types of weather because the temperature and conditions are likely to change. Make sure you check ahead. Mundane matters aside, retrograde planets are said to be more empathetic, and that means that, strangely, we are more silently and internally keyed into its energies. If you're asking about strengthening of a relationship, this is not a good time to get married, but it is an excellent time to renew your vows. It's not a good time to initiate a divorce or end a relationship, considering how Mercury moves forward again. But if you do, then the relationship will move forward again too. That's during Mercury retrograde. I mean, technically, again, we're not in one, but this may feel like it to you. It's the corresponding card of the Two of Swords, and that's making decisions, trying to figure out which direction to take. But key ideas, blunders, cancellations, unexpected failures, and getting off of track. So just be aware of that as the week progresses. Then with responsibility, that's number 20. can't get to it. It won't let me flip the page. Okay. Self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, fulfillment. Take responsibility for your actions in your life. Great freedom comes with discipline. So responsibilities and self-discipline are vital in creating all things that we want in life, from a healthy body and mind, through to a successful career and happy relationships. This card is an invitation to smile at the opportunity to fulfill your responsibilities. Sometimes responsibilities feel like a burden, as they take away from our freedom, but we actually need some responsibilities to give us structure in our lives. By having this structure in our lives, we end up having more freedom rather than less. I like that a lot. It wasn't until I learned structure and just, setting a ritual for myself, a schedule throughout the day and how I start my day, that I realized how important that is for me in order to be able to move freely throughout the rest of the day. So that makes a lot of sense. We may drift from one relationship, home, or job to another, repeatedly ending up in situations we don't want to be in, but not knowing why. Once we take genuine responsibility for ourselves, we realize that the power to change is always right here within us. So we stop blaming other people and external sources, and we become self-empowered. Now, by taking responsibility for ourselves and embracing our responsibilities in life, we build a foundation toward a successful and fulfilling life. We become powerful individuals rather than dependent ones. From this place comes the realization that we can create anything that we want in this lifetime. So, okay, I like that a lot. It's just taking responsibilities for your actions. And, okay, so here's the thing, too. I like seeing this together, especially during Mercury retrograde. One of the main messages with Mercury retrograde is that if, for those of us who have a lot of loose ends, things that we haven't yet dealt with, when Mercury retrograde happens, it kind of comes back to us and slaps us in the face amplified, ×3, right? So it's you have to take the responsibility in order to face those things, or else know that when Mercury retrograde hits, it's going to hit hard. So I think, Spirit's message is talking about taking being responsible, taking initiative, and dealing with whatever things that you need to deal with head on before this period of time happens, which will happen again, I believe, in December. I'd have to check on that, but you might want to Google it. When's our next Mercury retrograde? Because there's several things that you need to wrap up before that time comes, right? That's the message that I'm getting for you. Okay, well, with that said, Capricorn, if you like what you heard, and if this resonates at all, please make sure you comment below, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe, and hit the bell in the corner. That way you get notifications of my upcoming videos. I do weeklies, monthlies, little in-betweens, fun little things. And then if you are interested in personal reads, birth charts, want to sign up for my newsletter, I've got all of those links in the description below, along with the decks that we used tonight. But as you know, it's together we grow. So I look forward to seeing you next week. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. I will see you on the flip side. Peace.